Birds have been getting smaller as the climate has warmed, and their appendages have been getting a little bit longer. Birds are going to be changing their sizes. They're going to be changing their shapes. And what our study did was it essentially confirmed that these processes are occurring across 7,000 of the world's 10,000 bird species at a longer time scale and at the level of bird families. I'm Justin Baldwin. I'm a fifth-year PhD student at Washington University in the Ecology and Evolutionary Biology program. I kind of think of myself as an ornithologist by day, but I like to use my free time to go also experience birds. It's kind of like Pokemon, right? There's 10,000 birds in the world and limited time on Earth. Why not go try to see them all? Contribute all these images to platforms that allow researchers to discover new things about how they live, why they're so weird, why we have different communities of them in different places, and how they've adapted to the natural world, to their habitats that they're found in. We just published a paper. I'm first author, I'm corresponding author, very collaborative effort. It's a study where we examined how birds have evolved to deal with extreme temperatures, both hot and cold, over really long time scales. So starting from the dinosaurs up until today. And so what we discovered, there are two complementary pathways that birds can choose from as they meet the challenges of extreme temperatures. The one pathway is changing their body size. The other pathway is changing the length of their bill. Our study is unique in the sense that when you consider how birds have been adapting via these two pathways at the same time, most families of birds appear to do a little bit of both kinds of changes. Why is the body size and bill size important, right? Well, they are key determinants of the surface area to volume ratio. So the ratio of your body size to the surface area of your entire body, that determines how well you can exchange heat with your environment. These two long, well-known modes of adaptation, the change in body size or the change in bill size, they've been known for about 175 years, and biologists have been bickering with each other for the last 175 years about which is right, or do they do one or do they do the other. But if you actually just look at both at the same time, they do both. They're not changing only their body size, they're not changing only their bill size, they're doing a little bit of both at the same time. Allow them to change their bodies in a way that likely is important to dealing with these challenging environments. An important finding that can help reconcile some of the opposing viewpoints. Birds with really specialized bills, hummingbirds, eagles, falcons, chickens, pheasants, right? Those kind of groups. If there's a strong constraint on the bill, essentially, if their bill is such a main determinant of their lifestyle, their foraging ecology, the way they sing, if there's a strong constraint, changing your body size in response to temperature might be the only way when faced with these extreme challenges. For birds, the feeding morphology, the shape of their bill, very particular weird bill shapes, can let us predict if they're going to be changing their body sizes or their bill sizes. Those are the ones that always change their body size. So we think that this is indicative of a constraint that foraging might place on the way that evolution then explores these adaptive landscapes.